Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're talking about the 5 types of customers in a comic book shop. I can't take credit for this idea. I'm going to give a shout out to Awesome3663 says, do a video on the types of customers that frequent these shops. That could be just as funny. I said that's a great idea. So if you don't know, I made a video talking about the 5 different types of comic book shops. And I didn't even think to do the 5 types of people that come in there. Let's break down the 5 different types with one honorable mention. The honorable mention is the guy that sits behind the counter or is always there but never buys anything. The example of this is the guy from Comic Book Men who kind of just like is just hanging out there. He has a lot to say about comic books. He's seemingly knowledgeable and very opinionated, but he doesn't really buy anything. So he's not technically a customer, so he doesn't fall into the 5 archetypes, but he is definitely a person that is there enough to justify putting him on this list. Usually customers get confused by this individual because they don't know necessarily if he works there or not because he's there so frequently. But he's usually disheveled looking, troll-like in a lot of features. So the honorable mention is the guy that's always at the shop but never buys anything. Okay, the first type of customer at a comic book shop is the whale. Now, the whale is basically your best customer. The whale is the guy who's got 20 or 30 books on the pull list, and he's there every single Wednesday. The whale is the guy that's pre-ordering stuff months and months in advance. He's looking at the preview catalog, he's got his pull list. The whale can also buy additional things the day of that he necessarily wouldn't have bought. So he sees an omnibus laying around, pick that up. He sees another variant cover for the new book that dropped. Oh, he's picking that up too. There's a statue up there. How much is that? That's the whale. The whale is not just exclusive to comic book shops, but the whale is crucial to most businesses. Somebody that has the capital or the funds to buy additional things, pay for additional work. That's the whale. The whale also can affect trends, pricing trends. The whale can affect the value of something long term, because if this person is buying up so many books, or they're buying up all of a certain type of book from a collectible standpoint, they can affect the market. The whale is your bread and butter of any comic book shop. So that's the first type of customer. The second type of customer is the exact opposite of that, and that's the unpredictable regular. So the unpredictable regular is characterized by, they frequent the store, meaning that they are a regular, but their buying trends are totally unpredictable. So an example of this person is, so they buy all the X-Men comics for a month, like they buy all the X-Men titles, but then the next month they're buying all the Spider-Man titles and don't buy any of the X-Men. So what happens is the shop owner is ordering things without accurate estimates of what is actually going to be sold. Another example of the unpredictable regular is the ratio variants, or like the variant covers. So like the unpredictable regular could buy, like, for example, like the character Magic. So he could buy like all of these ratio variants and variant covers by Art Germ for Magic, the character Magic, leading the owner to believe that this person loves the character Magic, when in reality the customer just likes that cover or just likes Art Germ, and then comes back another time and gets upset when the owner didn't get the other art germ of another character, thinking that the shop owner is privy to your likes and your taste, him being the tastemaker. The unpredictable regular is kind of like the bane to most comic shops' existence, which leads to over ordering or under ordering, leading to strained relationship between that customer and the owner. So don't be the unpredictable regular. The third type of person is the casual. So the casual is somebody who is new into comics, first time being in comics, or just comes in once a month or once every 2 months or once a year. That's the casual. The casual usually will say things like, "Is this good?" or "I want an X-Men book," or things that when said to somebody who's in comics they're difficult questions to answer. So one of the things the casual does is he asks the shop owner, is this good? Is this worth reading? Is this whatever? Which the misconception is that the shop owner has read all of this stuff and that is the arbiter of whether something is worth your time or whether you should read this, because the shop owner wants you to buy every single book and not just like one, or the shop owner doesn't have the time to read every single title. The casual also doesn't understand that when he says, "I want an X-Men book," do you want old X-Men? Do you want new X-Men? Do you want the ongoing X-Men run? Do you want a limited series? What does that mean? The casual does not really contribute to the success of a comic book shop. They are important to the comic book shop to bring new customers, because the casual can turn into a whale, a regular. But to rely on the casual is not a great idea. The fourth type of comic book shop customer is the digger. So the digger is also like the speculation guy, or the flipper guy, or the back issue hunter. So this guy usually not into new comic book day books, but he knows every single back issue in that shop. Like, he's got everything memorized. He's dug through these things 100 times. Any minor key, this guy has dug that out. These guys are travelers. They're going from shop to shop. They're looking for keys, things that the digger or the speculator would say are, like, where are the keys, like demanding that. The speculator is a comic book fan, but not necessarily usually like a reader. The speculator is like usually a profit-driven, or somebody that is in the business of collecting something only to sell it later, or collecting something because of its value or its significance. The digger can be profitable for the comic book shop, especially if you're a shop that has like a lot of keys or has like a large amount of back issues. And the last type is the let's make a deal guy. So the let's make a deal guy is kind of a version, he can be a version of any of the other four groups, but the let's make a deal guy thinks that he's owed something. So like, the let's make a deal guy may be an inconsistent regular, where he buys like one or two books a week. He comes in every week, but he thinks that a 1 in 25 variant, he should get that for cover price because he's a regular, or let's make a deal. The let's make a deal guy isn't all bad. Usually a friendly guy, a well-spoken guy, but the let's make a deal guy doesn't really understand how the comic book shop works, and how they're making their money. And the let's make a deal guy is, he's trying to pull a fast one, but oftentimes it doesn't really work. There's some crossover with him and the speculator, But he can be any of the other different types. They love to haggle. I think the Let's Make a Deal guy likes to haggle and bargain more than he likes the buying of the comic books. Like the fun for him is, a $20 key, can he get it for 15? Like that to him is more valuable than the actual book. The Let's Make a Deal guy can be a good customer, but they also can be kind of annoying for the shop owner. Guys, what are you? What category do you fall into? Did I miss any types? Let me know. If at any point in time you like this video, give the thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.